Be me, 27, software tester. Obsessive compulsive disorder since childhood. Not the I like things neat kind. The actual diagnosed therapy level OCD. Routines rule my life. Keys always in front left pocket. Jacket zipped exactly to mid-chest. Check stove 3 times before leaving. Touch every doorknob twice with left hand. Never told anyone why. Most people just think I'm quirky or particular. Truth is, if I don't do these things, I feel like something terrible will happen. Brain says your mom will die or your house will burn down. Logically, I know it's not real, but logic doesn't matter at 3 a.m. when you're spiraling. Dating has always been hard. Girls say I'm sweet but distant. Had one girlfriend who joked I was like a robot. Another said I was exhausting to be around. Eventually, I stopped trying. Work, sleep, repeat. Until one day, I go to a board game night, hosted by a coworker. Don't want to go, but force myself. Sit near the edge of the group, playing code names. Notice the girl across from me. Wild curly hair, septum piercing, mismatched socks. Keeps tapping her pencil while thinking. Rhythmic, soft, oddly calming. Game ends, we start chatting. Her name's Mara, graphic designer, likes weird indie games and snail facts. Talks a mile a minute, but listens when I speak. Asks thoughtful questions, doesn't interrupt. We talk the rest of the night. As I leave, she says, "You're different. I like that." Heart skips. We text the next day, then the next. She sends voice memos about weird dreams. I send her photos of perfectly arranged cables. She says it's weirdly sexy. First date. I warn her ahead of time. I do things a little specifically. She says me too. I organize my spice rack by emotional vibe. Okay. We meet at a cafe. I get there 10 minutes early to scope it out. She shows up 7 minutes late with a dandelion for me. Saw this and thought of you. It's tidy but soft. I have no idea what that means, but I keep it. Second date at her place. She lets me pick the movie, but insists we eat cereal for dinner. I almost say no. It's not in the routine, but I try. She notices me double tapping her door frame on the way in. Asks nothing, just taps it once herself and smiles. I could cry. Weeks pass. We talk about everything. Eventually, I tell her about the OCD, the real version, not the sitcom one. Expect her to flinch. Instead, she says, "So, what helps when it's bad?" Tell her about the lists, the mental traps, the breathing exercises. She listens like it matters. One night, I have a full episode. Panic spiral, can't stop checking the locks. She's over at my place, sees me pacing, instead of stopping me. She just walks beside me, touches the doorknob with me every time, gently says we're okay each pass. Eventually, the noise quiets. I sit on the couch shaking. She makes me tea and puts on soft music, kisses my temple. You're not broken, just wired different. Now it's been a year. She knows all my rituals, learned which ones are flexible and which ones are sacred. Make space for them instead of trying to change them. I make space for her chaos, her mismatched life, her unfiltered thoughts. We're a weird system, but it works. Last week she painted me a canvas. It's a row of doors, each one slightly open. Underneath it says, "You don't have to lock me out." I hang it above my bed, touch it twice every morning. Not because I have to, because I want to, because it's ours. We move in together, small apartment over a bookstore. I pick the furniture layout. She picks the colors. We meet halfway on everything else. She lets me label the spice rack. I let her store 8 different kinds of jam in the fridge for aesthetic reasons. New routines form naturally. She starts knocking twice when she gets home. I stop checking the locks when I know she already did. Every morning she scribbles a doodle on the bathroom mirror with dry erase marker. Cat with a cape, dancing ghost. Coffee mug with angry eyebrows. Little things that make the day easier to start. Some days are hard. I still freeze when plans change suddenly. She still has trouble understanding when I need space versus comfort. We fight sometimes. But she never weaponizes my OCD. Never says you're being crazy or it's not that big a deal. Even when it is, even when I know it is, she just sits near me, lets me ride the storm, and afterward says, "You did good today." Never, "You were good," just, "You did good." Like effort matters more than perfection, and with her, it does. Fast forward to 2 years in. She paints a huge canvas for our anniversary. Same row of doors from before. But now each one has something behind it. A cat, a plant, a crooked coffee cup, a little red heart. She says, every ritual you let me into, I wanted to leave something behind. I cry, ugly cry. She just pulls me in and says, I'd do it all again. I start saving for a ring, design it myself. 3 small bands, 1 for each year we've survived life together. She paints her vows on watercolor paper. Mine are typed, printed, triple-checked, then laminated. We have the wedding in her aunt's backyard. String lights, awkward dancing, and so many weirdly named jam jars. I start my vows with, this is not part of the plan, and I've never been more okay with that. She signs back, same. Now 30. Married for 1 year. Mara still doodles on the mirror. I still touch the doorknob twice before bed. She never mocks it. Sometimes she does it too, just because. She hums when she's happy. I don't always hum with her, but I always listen. Some nights we lie in bed in total silence. Not awkward, not empty. Just peace. Like 2 people who learned how to meet in the middle. Not by changing who they are, but by offering space for the other to exist fully. Be me. 30. Still OCD, still wired weird. But no longer alone in it. Because she never asked me to be normal. She just asked me to be here. And I am. We both are. Every day together. And that's more than I ever thought I'd get.